ball, a player for Bo Rangers is down. Abubakar in 17 is down. And the medics are being called upon. Bo Rangers, everybody that matters in this team is here at SKD Stadium to witness this particular encounter. And Josman, for me, I think this is such a good way to encourage the boys. Bo Rangers, the officials have been doing their best in Sierra Leone. Well, they happen to be one of the teams that is very much organized in terms of administration. And this is just what we want to be seeing from other clubs as well. And the Algerians, of course, this is not a new name in the CAF Champions League, so it's not a surprise that they are into this. But Bo Rangers, they are coming into this Champions League for the very first time. But I tell you, being there for the very first time doesn't mean you shouldn't play to win. You know, and that's exactly what they're demonstrating. But let's see, it's a kick to Rangers, and it's quickly been taken. Somebody screams wide. It's a big man in number 8, Jazzy Ibrahim. He gets his man in 11. Oh, wasted effort there. He needed not to have done that. I think what you just need to do is send the ball into the box and then allow the players to scramble for it. But at the end of the day, what he did was a wasted effort, and now the Algerians are with possession.
It was a good dribbling coming from Toure Ibrahim, man in 8, and also knocks that one to Sophia Kaloko. Abubakar, that is man in 7, was waiting for the cross to come in, but the knocks coming from Sophia Kaloko was not a good one, and it's set for good quickly playing coming from the Algerian.
Well, it's 0-0. In the second half of this match, it's 0-0. And the two teams are playing to see if they can get something positive from this match. I'm sure the Algerians would have been hoping that at this point in time, they should have gotten themselves the first goal. But Bo Rangers seem to be very stubborn. They are adamant in allowing these guys from getting a goal here. And they just need to maintain this momentum of the match, giving away possession. And a foul in the process, I thought the referee was not going to see that one. A card is going to be shown. Yes, it has been shown. I don't think the referee had wanted to show the yellow. But what happened is that the Algerian made a comment there, and the referee wasted no time but to brandish the yellow flag.
It was unfair challenge.
The yellow card, sorry.
Yeah, it was an unfair challenge coming from Algerian, and it settled for kick to Bo Rangers. We are seeing Saidouba dictating the pace in the midfield area. He has been connecting his players to see how best they can build up that confidence to get that opener. We are in the second half within the two teams. We are right here at the SKD Stadium. It's 0 to Bo Rangers and 0 to CRB. Both of the teams, they have been playing well. They are taking their time. They are having the players. Sophia Kaloko is yet to settle down. I think the defenders, they know the player. That is why we are seeing them. Sophia Kaloko is keeping the defenders in their area to see how best to go through towards their opponents. But yeah, it has been good. We are seeing substitution effective. We are seeing players are warming up for Bo Rangers, but it's 0 to Bo Rangers and 0 to CRB.
And look at the players on the bench for Bo Rangers. It means they still have, a whole lot of materials to utilize this evening if they are to get something positive. But this is to make it known to Sierra Leoneans that football is back at its top level in Sierra Leone, because we're returning back to the African stage. Just recently, the national team Leone Stars was in the African Cup of Nations, the Total Energies African Cup of Nations, and now we're having clubs representing the country in the African stage as well. The Confederations Cup yesterday, we saw FC Calon winning away in Benin, and today we're seeing Bo Rangers playing against the CRB from Algeria, and that's quite an interesting one. But a foul, referee had sounded his whistle earlier for a kick to the Algerians. A kick to the Algerians, and man in 2 returns the pass. A player volleys it. That's the trick. They are very, very tactical in the way they are doing things here. But Bo Rangers winning possession. Abubakar in number 7 finds his man on the far end. That's a good pass. Abubakar Kanu. They seem to be switching positions left and right. And this time, somebody goes on the far end. It's Bo Rangers. The ball being set. No! That was sluggish. It wasn't the best of passes. I think they need to do better. But it was deflected in the process and settles for a corner. Josman, these are the set pieces that these guys need to be utilizing.
If they continue having this one, I think it will be right for them. We are seeing Abubakar Kanu, that is man in 17, to also Abubakar Bangura in 7. They have been connecting well, and they have been see our best. They can go through towards their opponent's half, and they have in a corner now. So many players in red and white waiting for the delivery. Good officiating coming from the center man. Well,
the guys in green will be hopeful that this one comes to somebody's head. And look at Ibrahim in 8. They're tussling it. They're tussling for positions in that 18-yard area. But the Algerians are being cautioned. Referee says they need to be careful of what they're doing. A kick. Corner for Bo Rangers. Ball being taken. The ball comes in. And somebody volleys it back. Rangers. Sofian. He takes that one, but being cleared. And the Algerians are ensuring that they leave no stone unturned this time. But let's see. On the far end, referee sounds his whistle for a throw-in to the Algerians. It's a throw-in. It's a throw-in to the Algerians. And the ball comes. It's man in 22. Algerians. Picking up possession inside the half. But it settles for a throw-in to Bo Rangers. Bo Rangers. And Josman, we are having 59 minutes on the clock. But there's still so much time for either of these two sides to score.
Yeah, it's football we are watching. Anything can happen. Abubakar is running down to keep control. And he does. He's still attacking for Bo Rangers. Are they going to score this one? Watch is coming from Bo Rangers. Abubakar Kano! The ball hits the post.
What a strike! That could have just been the curtain raiser there. But I tell you, it hit the post. And that's just what they need to keep doing. That was a good one from Abubakar. He dribbled well. The strike was exceptional. And that was a professional way of doing things. But of course, Bo Rangers would have to look out for another glorious moment. Look at the ball again. Look at it again. A very good play. Deep inside the 18-yard area. And that was superb delivery.
Good dribbling coming from Abubakar Kanu in 17. He's a player to watch. From what we are seeing from afar, he's seriously suffering from pain. He's still down. That is Abubakar, man in 17. He has been playing well. And we saw that good dribbling coming from the young man. He's a player to watch. He has caught the eyes of so many fans that are here at the SK Stadium. And 60 minutes gone as we are in the second half of play between the two teams. Nil to Bo Rangers and nil to CRB.
I think a yellow has been shown to the Algerian again. I think it's the assistant referee who drew the attention of the referee. He actually gave him the advice to show yellow to the Algerian. The Algerians need to be careful. They've received a couple of yellows, and they need to be very much careful of what they're doing now. If you're watching, whether it's on one of the national televisions, you're watching this match courtesy of Intel Sports live in Liberia. They are giving us a live stream. And it was good that the executive of Bo Rangers had to do such arrangements because people back home need to be watching these matches. Abubakar in number 17, Kanu, still needs some medical attention. He seems to be warming up and he's okay again. The Gambian referee is a no-nonsense man. He's been in total control of this match. A throw quickly being taken. And Rangers, they've always been on the ring. That was a handling. It was a handball. It was a handball. And of course, it was indeed a handball. Seeing it again from the replay, it confirms exactly. But a kick. Saiduba is going for this kick. What are these Algerians doing? They keep being complacent here this afternoon.
They need to be careful, African teacher. But what we are seeing coming from Bo Rangers, the Algerians, they are under pressure. Are they going to withhold that pressure that is coming from Bo Rangers? But let's watch the skipper now.
It's Saiduba, the skipper of Bo Rangers. Saiduba being very careful of what he's going to do. He's going to take the kick. Saiduba. Ow! It wasn't really a good one, but it was too high.
The anticipation was good, but the delivery was not a signal for the players of the Algerian. What we are seeing coming from Algerians, they need to be careful because the attacking that is coming from Bo Rangers, it's a signal that they wanted a goal in this particular encounter. But we are in the second half within the two teams. It's 0 to Bo Rangers and 0 to CRB. 63 minutes gone.
0-0 is the scoreline here, and we're now into the 63rd minute of the match. Over an hour now we've been playing, and nothing yet. Myself and Josman, we almost had a moment when we would have shouted for goal here this evening, but nothing yet for either side. Algerians, CRB, in their defense. Player picks that one up, turns around, gets his teammate on the near side. They're still with it inside their own half. It's an artificial turf, but it seemed very, very good this afternoon. Or rather this evening. I keep saying this afternoon. I don't know if it's because the sun is still out. But Abubakar in 7 gets it back for his teammate. Rangers, they've always been on the range back home in the domestic league. But here today, they found it very difficult. I think the next season of the Sierra Leone Premier League is going to be very much intense. We're having 3 relegated sides and now 3 newly promoted sides. But Bo Rangers are attacking. Saiduba, he makes a brilliant pass. Abubakar, oh, Sufyan was almost putting a foot onto that one. But it was deflected. A deflected one there. And Bo Rangers will be looking for this moment. But a foul. A foul in the process. Referee sounds his whistle. It's in favor of the Algerians CRB team. And these are the champions of Algeria. They are the champions of Algeria. Let's see. The ball has been taken inside the half of Bo Rangers. It's man in 22. That was the replay you were watching there. And it was a miss that we saw. But the Algerians now building up inside the half of Bo Rangers. Player picks it. And what they keep doing is to tighten the midfield for Bo Rangers, not to penetrate. And they are moving tactically. They're being slow in terms of the way they're moving and trying to penetrate into the half of Bo Rangers or into the 18-yard area. But Bo Rangers are being very, very much constructive in the kind of defending they're doing at the moment. So let's see. It's got a good one. And settles for a goal kick. Josman, the Algerians haven't been able to get the best of moments yet in this match.
In the first half, it was good for them, but in the second half, they are yet to settle down. We are seeing Saiduba, the skipper for Bo Rangers, is dictating the pace in the midfield area. Look what we are seeing Saiduba is doing, but trying to see how it can connect Abubakar, but the Algerians now are attacking.
I think what they keep doing here at Bo Rangers is the fact that they keep giving away possession easily, you know. Well, when they're on the ball, they do extremely well. But they keep giving away possession. And for me, I think this is something they need to avoid, especially when they go inside their own area. Because the more you give the possession away to your opponent, it becomes threatening for your own side.
I think they need to continue with that confidence. They started here at the SK Stadium. 2 players for the Algerians are warming up, and they're trying to see how best they can come on for the Algerians. It's 0 to Algerians and nothing to Bo Rangers, coming all the way from Sierra Leone here at the SK Stadium. SKD Stadium.
SKD Stadium is where the match is being played. Ball being volleyed, but a good one for the defensive header there. And man in 22 Darami Noble. And it turns with it. It's still Darami who sends it on the far end, but no, not to the intended player. It was somebody in red who actually picked up that possession. And now let's see. Ball goes. Clever piece of defending. This is beautiful from that defender of Bo Rangers.
We honestly agree with you. It's a clever piece of defending. Substitution is affecting Siagbe. 67 minutes gone. We are into the second half within the two teams. They are still pressing to get the opener, as we are watching here at the SKD Stadium. Both of the teams. We are having the Minister of Sports from Sierra Leone is here. That is Ibrahim.
And officials from the FA are also here. Yeah. And it tells you how important this is. And it's not just Bo Rangers officials who are here, but we also have officials from other teams. I saw the chairman of Eastern Tigers watching from the stands as well.
It tells you the significance of these fixtures.
And the newly appointed chairman, I think team manager of the under-17 side, Salim, is also here watching. And these are all very important people around the game of football. They are all here to witness this particular encounter. And this is what we want to be seeing in Sierra Leone. Ibrahim Sisse with that one. Sends it infield. And Saiduba puts a head onto it. Ball bounces. And it's going over the line for a throw. It's a throw in favor of Rangers, the Sierra Leonean side. It's over 5 years. Sierra Leone has not been participating in this competition. Not even the Confederations Cup. Ishak with that throw. A good one. Rangers trying to penetrate into that 18-yard area. Ow! Ball hitting Noble. But it seemed okay again. And the ball bounces. It comes off the head of an Algerian. And remember, the Algerians have just brought in 2 fresh legs. Very good piece of defending. Commanding one as well. And I think that was brilliant from the side of Bo Rangers. Clever piece of defending. It's 22-man who goes for the throw. Takes it. And the Algerians starting to build up again. Bo Rangers don't need to be relying on this kind of play. To play on the break is very much risky. When you're having an opponent you're playing against who are being very much constructive in what they're doing. And I think that's why they keep being on the back foot, Bo Rangers, and the Algerians keep coming very close to their area.
Man 9, that is Mansari. He has been outstanding since the starting of the match here at the SKD Stadium. Watch the Algerian now, trying to see how best they can go through to get that opener. It's nil to Siagbe, nil to Bo Rangers.
A good one. The Algerians again. Somebody picks that one up. I think the best Bo Rangers could do is, if we can't get a goal, you know, I'm sure that's what they will be saying to themselves. If we can't score, let's not allow these Algerians to get a goal. And that's exactly what they're working towards at the moment. But the Algerians are still battling it out. A good defending, constructive one as well. Rangers, can this be a build-up? No. A player is down in number 11 jersey for Bo Rangers. Kaloko Sufyan. Kaloko Sufyan is down. He's been down for a moment before the referee saw him. And they were almost on the verge of making another good move. But unfortunately for Rangers, the referee had to recall the play because a player is down. And that's Sufyan Kaloko in number 11 jersey for Rangers. And Josman, this is just a moment players normally look out for them to actually cool off. Especially after some momentous moment in the match.
But it was a challenge. The referee didn't see that one. And we saw Sufyan Koloko goes down. And he's up again to continue the match. But it's still nil to Siagbe, nil to Bo Rangers. We are into the second half, 71 minutes gone as we are here at the SKD Stadium in Liberia. We are Bo Rangers are hosting their match, and the technical men are talking to the players that you need to score, despite two of the teams have been playing well, but are yet to get a goal.
They are yet to get a goal. The two sides I think these guys are being, you know, they're beginning to frustrate the referee in this match. And you don't need to be doing that. Even when the referee was instructing the player to go backward, he refuses. I am foreseeing these Algerians to be in trouble if they are not careful here this evening. Ball being positioned for a kick to Bo Rangers. And who's going for this one? It's Mansare Saido. But this time it's going to be a throw-in. It's man in number 14 jersey for Bo Rangers. Kamara, who's going for this one, is going to be taking. You need a long one, like their former captain, Mori Aliu, normally does for them. Let's see. A strike, but no way. Clearance coming in. And of course, ball being pushed forward. Bo Rangers again in a promising area. No, too much. It was too strong a pass. And there was no way the player could do that one. Bo Rangers are going to introduce a fresh leg. Bangura is coming off. Bangura comes off. And Joseph is being introduced. Sofian Kaloko himself will be coming off. Abu Kome is going to be introduced. I'm sure they're trying to build on the attack now, Josman, because when you look at the kind of substitution they've made, it's like they want to add some more life in attack.
Abu Kome is a very outstanding player. He knows what to do whenever he's on the ball. That's why we are seeing Rangers are bringing on Abu Kome. It tells you they needed a goal in this particular encounter. And also, Joseph is now in for Rangers. But it's nil to Rangers and nil to Siagui.
Wow. Well, the inclusion of these two players might just add some more life onto this team. But the referee had sounded his whistle. He had sounded his whistle for a kick. It's Rangers. I remember back then we've had the likes of the FC Cologne, you know, the mighty Blackpool, Eastern Lions, Sports Authority have all played. They've all had a taste of the Champions League in the past. And today it's Bo Rangers who are representing Sierra Leone. But I think I love the development, the rapid development that is currently happening in this Bo Rangers team. You know, they started off, I think it was in 2018-19 season when they had a new executive that took over the helm, and they actually injected some freshness into the team. And today, they've become a household name in Sierra Leone. They are challenging for titles, and this is just what we want to be seeing in Sierra Leone. We're beginning to have a competitive league back home, and if it continues like that, seeing a competitive league playing in that country, then it will be good for Sierra Leone's football development. But at the moment, I think what we are seeing is a team representing the country here, and people back home are waiting to see what's happening. But the kick has been quickly taken, and now Rangers are going forward. They're going forward. A player puts a foot onto it, but no, not in the interest of the referee. And he's sounded his whistle there. Ball quickly being taken by the Algerians. Referee sounds his whistle again. He sounds his whistle again. And the Algerians are going to take the kick just inside their own half, and it's quickly been taken. Doing the passing game inside their own half. And the freshman who just came in, Kome, he's got some gas, and he's doing some good runs, but has not been able to put a foot onto the ball yet. They're going. Referee sounds his whistle. Referee sounds his whistle. In a very challenging area. And Josman, that's the foul. That's the foul we are seeing again. And it's a kick.
It tells you they need to be watchful of man in 24, the Aegean player. He has been attacking. You have been seeing the player is very outstanding in the attacking area for the Aegean, and he is still looking forward for that opener. But let's wait and see what is going to be the outcome of this kick from the Aegean. She'll just getting us here. It's nil to Siagbe and nil to Borangers. Substitution is affecting the Aegean.
Player number 6 is going to be introduced by the Algerians. And that's Zakaria. Oh, Bakir Islam in number 8 jersey has been introduced. It's not 6. It's Bakir who's been introduced. And he's going to help the team this time. And let's just see if he can actually do something positive here. He's a midfielder, Bakir. He's a midfielder for the Algerians. But he's coming before, he's been introduced before the kick. So let's see, ball being positioned. And these are set pieces. These Arab teams, you know, from the north part of Africa are good at. They're good at it. We've seen them in the past using that against Sierra Leone. And today it's a club, not the national team. It's a club that is playing here. You have 2 players behind the ball. 22 man is there. And that's Belkitir. He leaves it. For man in number 25. That wasn't the best of strikes. He just sent that one onto the wall. But the player is down for Bo Rangers. The man the ball hit during the free kick. Well, there's now time for the referee to pay attention to the man who's down. Kome is down. And that's the man who just came in. No, I don't think it's Kome. The man who just came in is fresh. And he's standing with the attack, with the defenders. And waiting to see what will happen. The technical director of Bo Rangers is part of the bench. And he's also helping. He's somebody that is very much active there in that particular team. And AKB, as he's fondly called, Abdul Karim Bangura, Alaji Fore, is in charge this evening. And this is just what we might be seeing throughout the period Bo Rangers will be serving in this African Champions League. Because Fore will be in control. That's it. Ibrahim putting a head onto that one. Bo Rangers still with possession. Ball goes and settles for a corner kick. Bo Rangers having a corner kick. Kamara. Oh, it's a throw-in. It's a throw-in. It went actually by the corner flank. And I thought it was. But ball quickly being taken. Just enough for goalkeeper. Goalkeeper Alexis. Guidon Alexis is the man. Let's see if Alexis will continue like that. Offside. The flag is up. And it has been up. I think the assistant referee did exactly what he needed to have done.
Yeah, what we are seeing currently coming from CRB, they are playing on the break. And Bo Rangers, they need to be careful. It's nil to Bo Rangers and nil to CRB. 81 minutes gone. It's
82 now, Josman. 82. Joseph Conte alongside Alexander Tula. We're here giving you the commentaries live from SKD Stadium, Samuel Kayondo Stadium in Liberia. A good one. An infringement in the process. Referee, the Gambian referee sounds his whistle. to, okay, Ibrahim Toure. Ibrahim Toure is down, but nothing. I don't think there's anything the referee could do about it. He's down and he's up again for a kick to the Algerian. Saidubai again is down. Saidubai is down. He's picking himself off the turf. But the medics are there. Both Rangers are hopeful that nothing serious happens to any of their players. The likes of Alexis in goal, Nokhtar in defense, Yusuf in defense, and you have Jofian, who happens to be the captain of this Algerian side, all involving themselves in play. Goalkeeper has been asked to take the ball a bit behind, and that's exactly what he has done. It's a skipper this time. I was just talking of him. Jofian, he sends that one for man in 5, and Hussein is in number 5 jersey. Nothing yielded from that move. 84 minutes gone. Both Rangers still holding on to this, and the remaining minutes are still very vital in a football match. There could still be moments in that period for goals to be scored. Not even one. Goals can be scored, and the closest the team has gone so far to get a goal was when the ball hits the post in the second half of play. Referee says play on. The Algerians beginning to apply some physique in this match. And the porous defense being beaten this time. The Algerians, can they make use of this? Nothing to write home for. That was another glorious moment for the Algerians. CRB, Josman, they missed a well-constructed movement. They build up from the midfield, going forward, but of course they wasted that chance, and goalkeeper Ibrahim wasn't threatened.
Both Rangers, they need to be business-minded. We are not much seeing about Kakano, that is man in 17, that is attacking for both Rangers. And what we are seeing coming from the Algerians, they are still pressing. Persistent pressure will lead to goal, but let's watch this now.
I think they've changed their way of play, the Algerians. Now, both Rangers picking up possession. Somebody comes with that one. They're building up well. This could be trouble. Kamara still pushing forward. He's been beaten onto it. A defender was right there, and it's a throw. Pressure on the side of the Algerians. Joseph in 25, the man who just came in. He came in with Kome, and Joseph is beginning to show why he's been brought into this match. It's man in 14. Kamara, who takes the throw. Referee sounds his whistle. Referee sounds his whistle. Our man in the technical room here is also watching, and he's been very active whenever Both Rangers is playing. He's been doing extremely well. I think everybody involved around this team is giving his best to ensure this team reaches the highest peak.
His name is Josephus. He's serving as one of the engineers, and he has been working to see how best we can have a very good coverage here at the SKD Stadium. We also have in the Minister of Sports from Sierra Leone, Ibrahim Lenke, the Secretary General of the Sierra Leone Football Association. They're also here, but it's nil to Both Rangers and nil to CRB. It's 87 minutes gone. 87
minutes gone now. Still no goal. Kome picking that ball well. He made a good run. Ball being volleyed, but no, that was too much. They need to be constructive. Both Rangers, they need to be promising if they want to make a difference in this match. They are playing against a very, very technical side.
The chemistry is not working for them. I think the technical men, they need to talk to the players. They need to calm down to see how best you can see that organized football here at the SKD Stadium. It's nil to Bo Rangers, nil to CRB. We are in the second half, 87 minutes gone.
88 minutes gone, and still nothing for the two sides. It's a throw-in. A throw-in, referee points. It's in favor of the Sierra Leonean side, Bo Rangers. They are coming from the southern part of Bo, and their nickname is the Elephant. I remember some years back they were called Bogari, you know, one of the favorite foodstuff in Sierra Leone. And let's see if they can actually make a difference here. Their first time in this competition. A win for them. Their name will be in the history books of the CAF Champions League, coming into the competition for the very first time and winning for the very first match. It's a plus for them as well. But nothing yet for Bo Rangers and nothing for CRB from Algeria. Joseph, it's just a minute more away from due regulation time, and we don't know what's going to be added this time. The first half, we saw 1 minute being added. We don't know what's going to be added this time.
What is needed now is extra commitment in this particular encounter because they have been playing well, but they're yet to get a goal.
They've played well, but no goal yet. And it's only when you score goals that you show how best you've played. But at the moment, none of these two sides have been able to find the back of the net. Bo Rangers hitting the post. Substitution on CRB. Man in number 24 is going to be withdrawn. Man in 24 has been withdrawn. Anayo. And that's Avivala. He's been withdrawn and been introduced. It's man in number 19. Man in number 19, Sadi. Sadi is being introduced. And let's see. Bo Rangers fans are waiting for that moment. And 2 minutes additional time. One for the first half. I don't know if it's because it was the first half, they added 1 minute. And because it's in the second half, they've added 2 minutes.
Well, that has to deal with the discussion of the fourth man. But it has been good here at the SKD Stadium. It's nil to Bo Rangers, nil to CRB. Both of the teams are still pressing to get that opener. It has been good, and if it ends like this, it will be good for CRB because Bo Rangers, they are the host for this particular encounter.
They are the host, but as well, Josman, I think technically I would say it will be a good result for Bo Rangers because this is the very first time and they are playing against a team that has been there on several occasions.
Yeah, I will honestly agree with you. The attacking that is coming from Bo Rangers, it tells you that a lot has been done in the team. And what we are seeing now, we are seeing man in 14 is a very outstanding player. He has been pressing, getting the cross for his teammate to see how best they can get that opener. But it's nil to Bo Rangers and nil to CRB.
Another throw to Bo Rangers. Kamara with the ball in number 14, Jazzy steps back, takes a throw. An infringement in the process, but not in the interest of the referee. Referee says it's a corner kick. It is a corner kick. I think Bo Rangers want to keep the play inside the area of the Algerians. And for me, I think that's a good way of ending a match of this nature.
We are waiting to see whether if CRB are going to withhold that pressure that is coming from Bo Rangers. And Abubakar Kanu is set to take the corner now. So many players clad in green and red waiting for the delivery.
It's all over. It's going to be over very soon. But Bo Rangers have introduced Fogbawa. Fogbawa has been introduced in number 6 jersey. He's been given a taste of this match, and let's see. That's a good header, but not enough to make a difference. Bo Rangers again. Goodness me, side netting. Side netting, Josman. And that could have just been a very, very big moment for Bo Rangers. You killed the match with a goal. That would have been something much talked about, and these Algerians would have been frustrated.
It was a near miss. Good header coming from Bo Rangers, but still nil to Bo Rangers, 0 to CRB.
I'm sure Babadi Kamara, the chairman of Bo Rangers, the other executive members will be hopeful that the future is still promising, and this is such a good way of ending a match. Bo Rangers have done it, and they've played their first match, and it has ended in a stalemate, 0-0. Well, technically, if you look at it, Josman, it is still possible that they can still go out there and get a 1-1 draw and qualify to the next stage.
Yeah, honestly, I agree with you. They're having the resources, they're having the players with confidence. It's all ended here at the SKD Stadium, and both of the teams, they're having the players. We are looking forward for the second match, what is going to be the outcome. But both of the teams, they played well here at the SKD Stadium, and it's really good for two of the teams. And also, the players, they are very outstanding in terms of possession.
Well, they've played well, and I think that's all they could play. That's all they could give out in this match, Bo Rangers, and they've given their best, and the best has ended in a 0-0 draw. So I'm pretty sure they need to work on a very, very highly technical game now, going into the return leg in Algeria. It means they need to first score in Algeria and force the Algerians to be looking out for goals. Otherwise, it's going to be costly for them. But for now, they are still into this competition, and they are still very much hopeful that something positive could still be achieved from this match.
Saduba is a player to watch in the next encounter. The skipper for Bo Rangers, Abubakar Kanu, is another player that caught the eyes of so many fans here at the SKD Stadium. And also Abubakar Kagbo, that is other people call him Nazi, is a very outstanding player. Both of the teams, African teacher, they played very well, but it ended 0 to Bo Rangers, 0 to CRB.
Thank you so much. It's Joseph Conte from the commentary booth here. I have been Alexander Tula, the African teacher, and this is how we're going to be dropping the commentaries this time. Thanks so much. It has been very much exciting, but I think we need to take a few look at we'll need to take a quick look at some few highlights in this match before we say goodbye, finally, Josman. But it's been very much an interesting moment, and this second half was full of action. It was full of life as well, but this has been the end. See what happened here. The first toss for goal was from the Algerians, and that was a miss from them. Ibrahim wasn't threatened that much, and he was still standing very much firm in his goal area. And there was a corner kick that was taken. A good header there, but not enough to make a difference. These were all very exciting moments for Bo Rangers. Side netting again in the dying moments of the match. These were key moments that these guys were actually given in this match. But Josman, the technical team, the players, the entire executive of Bo Rangers need to be hopeful of what they are heading for in Algeria.
Yeah, it's really good, and we saw that togetherness coming from Bo Rangers as well, the CRB. And when you take a look at the squad of Bo Rangers, they're having the players a job well done. Seeing them here at the SKD Stadium, they played very well. Saduba is a very outstanding player. Abubakar Kagbo, Abubakar Kanu, and also Joseph Cole. We saw a lot of dribbling coming from the young man.
Well, these were the statistics. These were the stats. The Algerians had 4 shots. Bo Rangers had 6. You know, and you have shots on target. Bo Rangers had 4. The Algerians had 2. Corner kicks. It was Bo Rangers who dominated.